All right, folks, buckle up because this story is about to get real. Picture this: Manhattan apartment, me, John, drowning in a cocktail of self-pity and stale beer. Jobless for weeks, reputation circling the drain. 6 weeks prior, I was a project manager, juggling million-dollar deals like a Wall Street hotshot. Now, just another casualty in the corporate jungle. It all imploded when my last project tanked harder than the stock market in '29, thanks to a bankrupt subcontractor. I'd even flagged the cheapskate bidder in board meetings, but corporate brass? They'd sell their own mothers to save a buck. Scapegoat? Yours truly. Finances were a dumpster fire. College funds for the kids, my wife Susan's platinum-plated lifestyle. Even with the big paycheck, we were skating on thin ice. Now without it, freezing over fast. Susan, of course, was MIA, Sisters Weekend again, 5th Friday in a row. Invited me, sure, like I'm thrilled to play happy family with her brother-in-law, Greg. Mr. My Little Tech Startup is worth $10 million. One more humble brag, and I'd have strangled him with his own organic cotton scarf. 9:10 p.m. Doorbell cuts through my pity party. Bourbon number 3 blurring the edges. Open the door for a split second, think it's Susan. Then, bam, it hits me. It's her sister, Lisa. Younger, yeah, maybe hotter, and let's just say significantly more blessed. Forced a smile, invited her in, offered the usual coffee, tea, polite crap. Then I went straight for it. Lisa, what's up? Thought Susan was at your place. Anniversary planning? A twitch in her face, a flicker of embarrassment. Anniversary was weeks ago, John. Confusion slammed into me like a runaway subway train. Bourbon fog thick as pea soup. Shut up. Listen. Lisa was clearly wound tighter than a Wall Street bonus deadline. Hesitated, then blurted, "Look, this is awkward, I know, but I had to thank you. For the gift, from you and Susan. Most generous, thoughtful thing. Greg and I, we're really grateful." Gift? Brow furrowed. Lisa, what gift are you talking about? Weak laugh. Playing dumb? Okay, I can roll with that. Susan must have told you about my intimacy issues. Greg says the spark died years ago. He's right. No dates, no connection. And the whole not being able to have kids just piled on the pressure. Ice forming in my gut. That's why your gift with Susan meant so much. She pushed on. Personal thanks. I envy you, John. Strong marriage. Trust Susan that much. Before I could even process the word gift, she leaned in. Soft kiss, lips barely brushing mine. Cold fire down my spine. Lisa, what the hell is going on? Where is Susan? Pulled back, blinked, confused. Susan? Date with Greg. Silly. Date? Greg? Chest seized up. My face must have screamed confusion because her smile wobbled. John. You knew about this, right? Knew about what, Lisa? Spit it out. What the hell is happening? Eyes widened, genuine shock. Susan said it was your idea. Part of the anniversary gift. 10 dates with Greg. 10 weeks. He gets romance. I get a break from his, you know, Greg being Greg. And you? Susan said it would, fire you up. knowing she's with another guy. Reignite the flame. Said it's been working. You've been amazing in bed past 4 weeks. Stomach dropped through the floor.
Lisa, Susan and I haven't been intimate in over 6 weeks.
Color drained from her face like water down a Times Square drain. Are you telling me? Voice cracking, barely a whisper. Susan is sleeping with Greg? Lisa hesitated, then a slow, agonizing nod. Yeah, John. That was the agreement. They, after the first date. Susan said you were totally cool with it. Please, tell me you knew. Red. Everything went red. Primal rage. Fist slammed into the wall. Drywall exploded. Gaping hole. Pain shot up my arm, but it was a mosquito bite compared to the inferno inside. Lisa gasped, then her face hardened, something cold and sharp in her eyes. Damn it, John. Susan played us both like cheap fiddles. No idea. I choked out, breathing ragged. We have to stop this, Lisa hissed, urgency in her voice. Already dialing Susan. 6th ring. Breathless answer. You cheating snake, I snarled, words dripping venom. Get home now. We are done. Lisa told me everything. Silence. Then Susan sighed. Can't, John. Kind of in the middle of something. Grip tightened on the phone, knuckles white. You are actively detonating our marriage. Years of your open relationship crap. I said no. Still no. Listen, John. Sorry you had to find out this way. But I made a promise to Greg and Lisa. Remember keeping your promises, John? Your favorite lecture. Stunned. Speechless. 5 weeks. It'll be over. Back to normal. Bothers you that much, I can ask them too, like, release me from my obligation. Up to them. Bitter, hollow laugh ripped from my throat. Unbelievable. Get home. Now. No, John. Promise is a promise, and besides, you don't own me. Click. Dead air. Lisa and I locked eyes, both of us shattered. We go, I said, voice thick with fury. Right now. You're hammered. I'm driving. Lisa's place was a ghost town. Hasty retreat vibes everywhere. She looked as gutted as I felt. Call Greg, she whispered, voice trembling. He'll stop this. He has to. Voicemail, then voicemail again. Both their phones. 2 a.m. Give up. Crawl home. Motel the next day. No way I was playing the pathetic waiting by the phone husband. Monday afternoon, Lisa calls. John, Greg came home last night. Said after you called Susan, they moved to a motel. Jaw clenched so tight it ached. Where is she? Lisa hesitated. Don't know. Think we lost them both, John. Greg heard everything when you called. Knew you were clueless. I asked him, why? Why do this? Breath hitched. Choked sob. Said I was lifeless. Couldn't resist Susan. Oh, John, it's so hurtful. Made him promise to stop seeing Susan. Recorded it, just in case you don't believe me. I believe you, Lisa. Keep recording. Saw Susan today. She was vile. What did she say? Right kind of woman keeps her husband happy. Keeps him satisfied. Like it's my fault. Asked if she'd talk to you. Said she'd wait till you cooled off and crawled back. John, she's playing you. Big time. Don't do anything, Lisa. Lawyer tomorrow. Need to see the battlefield. Lawyer visit. Cold splash of reality. New York divorce law. Susan gets half of everything. The only sliver of light? Leverage. Compromising evidence. Lawyer's eyebrows arched. Susan's parents still around? Church-going types? Wednesday, Operation Spy Games. Snuck back into our apartment. Cameras. Bedroom, living room. State-of-the-art surveillance. Hard drive hidden in the basement. Tech guy said batteries and footage every 4 or 5 days. That night, Susan texts, "When you coming home, John?" Out of town for a while. Mouse trap set. Let the games begin. Crystal clear now. Susan didn't give a damn about our marriage. Truth. Neither did I anymore. Friday evening, Lisa calls. Greg MIA again. Dinner. Misery loves company, right? Surprisingly, we actually laughed. Real laughs. Back at her place, cameras. Told her about my little James Bond setup. Promise. Secret. Then the question. Lisa, what if you had proof? Greg cheating. Sigh. Probably just ignore it. Wrong answer. Confrontation, divorce, revenge. Only way to hit back. Legally, anyway. Drove past my apartment. Greg's car parked right out front. Lisa cried the entire ride home. Ran inside. Apartment door slamming shut. Followed her in. Put her to bed. Held her until the storm inside her calmed. Monday, footage retrieval day. Saturday, Lisa calls, bold as brass. "Wanna meet up? Make Greg jealous?" Hell, why not? Nothing left to lose. Dinner, dancing, actually had a damn good time. Home, 1:30 a.m., Lisa on edge. Greg might have slithered back to Susan while she was out. Car still at her place. Monday, 9 a.m., stealth mission. Apartment raid. Swapped hard drives, batteries. Jobless, all day to kill. Afternoon, braced myself, hit play. This was it. Theoretical revenge becoming cold, hard reality. Closed my eyes as they stumbled into the bedroom on screen. Camera angle, damn it, a little off. Upper bodies only. But the sound. Crystal. Opened eyes just as Greg let out this pathetic little grunt. Listened for a while. Then, adrenaline surge. Called Lisa, voice buzzing. Motel, 20 minutes, urgent. 20 minutes flat. Lisa arrived, minibar wine in hand, laptop fired up, playback, fast forward. Postal conversation, I muttered, grimly amused. Susan's voice, light, almost mocking. "When are you finally serving my little sister, Greg? Spring wedding, maybe?" Greg, casual, cocky. Lawyers filing today. Serve tomorrow, Wednesday. Don't want to drag this out. Prenup thing, if she gets wise. I'm screwed. Susan's laugh, sharp, brittle. Feel sorry for that sap, John? Nah. Regret wasting years on the frigid Ice Queen. You know what it's like? Trying to get it up when she just lays there like she hates every second. Susan gave this weird, tight smile, said nothing. What about you, Susie Q? Feel anything for old John? Sigh. Dramatic sigh. Wish you hadn't asked. Yeah, I feel bad. He was a good husband, father. Good in bed, even. But time for an upgrade. He's not winning like you are, honey. Lisa shattered, sobs racking her body. I knew the feeling, intimately. 10 days ago, that was me. Finally, the storm passed. Calmed down, eyes red and swollen. Lisa, prenup? Greg mentioned it. Oh, yeah. Dad insisted. Protect my inheritance. Greg screws around. I get everything. Copies at home. Light bulb moment. Lisa, do you realize? Divorce papers tomorrow, next day. Irreconcilable differences. He'll ask for half the house, half the bank accounts, half the damn company. Bank account? How much you got? Hesitation. Last time I checked, almost 2 million. Whistle. Low and long. Wow. How badly do you want to destroy his life, Lisa? Eyes darkened, something dangerous flickering in them. As much as humanly possible, John. Slow smile spreading across my face. File first. Adultery. Video evidence. He walks away with lint in his pockets. You? Filthy rich divorcee. 2 million in the bank, mansion, $10 million company. You in, Lisa? Slow, wicked smile mirrored mine. Is that even a question? Marry me, darling. Known me long enough, she got the joke, for now. Hugged, then serious again. Video good enough? You sure? Watched it all? Admitted it. Eyes closed during certain parts. Lisa insisted. Watch it together. Playback. Eye-opening. No foreplay. Greg. Embarrassingly quick. Susan. Oscar-worthy performance. Moans, groans, the whole charade. Then, minute and a half in, glance at her watch. Behind Greg's back. Pause the video. Lisa, is this normal Greg behavior? Smirked. Yep. Laugh. Hard, relieved laugh. Lisa, think I just solved all your problems. Lisa clung to me tight. Breath warm on my neck. That would be fantastic, John. Doctor time. Stood, hugged her closer, lips brushed her ear. Let Dr. John see what he can find. Moans started almost instantly. Lips traced a slow path down her neck. 45 minutes later, moans turned to screams, pure, unadulterated pleasure. Collapsed, spent, tangled limbs. Hesitation gone. Uncertainty vanished. Discovered something new, something electric. Held me tight, wouldn't let go, slipped out while she slept. Snacks, water, returned, shower running, still a little shy, until I kissed her. Deep, possessive, erasing every lingering doubt. Took my time then, every inch of her, making love, not just sex, unforgettable, not exactly Casanova, but Lisa definitely wasn't complaining. Rest of the day, night, a blur of whispered secrets, lingering touches, raw, unfiltered passion. Next morning, Lisa was a woman on a mission. Emergency lawyer appointment. Video signed affidavit. Case launched. Night Scrabble. Yeah, Scrabble. What did you think we were doing? Lisa determined to make up for lost time. Learned some positions. Just didn't work. No matter how hard I tried to muffle her enthusiasm. Second evening in a row, both our phones rang non-stop. Ignored them. Wednesday afternoon, Lisa's endgame. 3:15 p.m. Sharp knock. Door. Young guy in a suit. Process server. "Come in. We've been expecting you. Lisa's in the bathroom. Coffee?" Bewildered look, but accepted. "Lisa, process server, divorce papers." Waited. Chatted with Phil, the server. Decent enough. Jaded by the job. Lisa emerged. Coffee halfway gone. Yes, Linda Winters. Got something for me?" Smirked. Phil, official duty done. Lingered, chatting. Crappy job, good pay. No coffee refill. Unusually pleasant experience. Left. Resisting the urge to burst out laughing, we left the sealed envelope on the table. Motel time. Evening. One last piece of dirty work. Susan. Home from work. Predictable as rush hour. Battery swap time. Hidden cameras. She opened her mouth, half-assed apologies ready to roll. Cut her off. Playback. Edited highlights. Home movie night. Fury erupted. Volcano style. Divorce papers aren't damn generous. Video goes viral. Threw me out, literally. Her carefully crafted plan. Crashed and burned in spectacular fashion. Next day, Lisa, me, and our new pal Phil. Greg's mansion. Phil practically vibrated with glee serving him the papers. Almost as much as I enjoyed watching Greg's face contort. Stuck around while he packed. Always between him and Lisa. Just in case. He knew better than to try anything. 65 minutes. Greg gone. 35 minutes later, locks changed. Accounts frozen. Susan called 9 p.m. Tone all sugary sweet. Apologize in person. Against every fiber of my being, I went to the apartment. Door unlocked. Upstairs, Susan's passionate noises. Playing along. Bedroom peak. Finally noticed me. Sneered. "Didn't plan on missing the show, did you, John? Don't worry, honey. Got a real man now." Chuckled. "Don't worry, dear." Dodged a flying vase. Left. Real game. Next day answered. New job. CEO. Greg's company. Now mine. Manufacturing. Zero clue. Morning staff meeting. Interim manager. Solid support. Then sirens. Police. Arrested. Assault. Susan Brown and Greg Winters. Had to admire their audacity. Explained Susan's performance last night. Police station. Wife beater. Lovely. Bail. Savings took a hit. Surprised Susan hadn't drained the accounts already. Restraining order next day. Susan, Greg, my old apartment, 6 months. Lisa's place became home. Lawyers went to war. Ignored the exes. Heard Susan and Greg already imploding. Susan might settle for a rich guy with a small tool, but not a broke one. 3 months later, Lisa's divorce trial. Greg didn't fight the divorce. Fought the adultery. Consensual affair. Lisa's approval. Not adultery. Greg and Susan, tag team testimony. Lisa. Steel spine. Truth bomb. Greg's selfishness. Inadequacy. Years of emptiness. Press ate it up. Lisa's secret recording. Plea begging Greg to stop. Scales tipped. Greg's credibility? Dust. Vanished from New York. 3 months after that, my trial. Susan's Oscar-worthy tearjerker. Never deserved to be beaten. Applauded. Judge glared. Greg's testimony, even worse. John's rage, inadequacy drove him to violence. This time, restrained applause. Lawyer dropped the bomb. Hidden camera footage. Prosecution objected. Lawyer explained restraining order. Retrieved yesterday. Lie. Lisa grabbed it days after my arrest. Lawyer didn't need to know. Courtroom watched. Silent. Footage. Susan and Greg plotting. Bedroom camera gone. Kitchen missed. Greg, towel wrapped around fist. Clocked Susan. Sprawling. Susan retaliated. Frying pan. Full force. Courtroom erupted. Barely heard judge dismiss my case. Ordered their immediate arrest. 2 things judges hate. Contempt. Perjury. Susan and Greg? Nailed both. Undermining the court. Ultimate disrespect. Could have released the video earlier. Conspiracy. False statements. Didn't. Lisa and I agreed. Their pathetic, contemptible behavior deserved our best revenge. Cleared my name, media frenzy. Police chief wanted a word. Apology. Accepted. Chatted a bit. Susan released. Headed straight for Lisa. Malice radiating off her. Stepped between ex-wife, current love. Susan, wouldn't hit a pregnant woman, would you? Calm, firm voice. Susan froze. Face cycled through shock, rage, devastation, turned, bolted, before the tears. 2 months later, newspaper. Happy couple. Minimal sentence. Perjury. 12 months jail. Light tap on the wrist for the havoc they tried to unleash. Divorce papers filed. Apartment. Sold. Susan was right about one thing. Her affair with Greg awakened something primal. Not desperate love, but cold, calculated destruction. Everything they built on lies dismantled. 2 nights later, sweaty, satisfied, Lisa and I, ongoing discussion, tangled sheets. 15 years lost pleasure, gotta make up for it. Lisa insisted. My math, 8 years overdue, hers, 12, stroked her rounded belly. Crazy, right? Divorce first, then their little love fest. Different story today. Devastated, I mused. But free, rich, endless Greg-Susan sex. Lisa smirked. Something tells me Greg's getting all the sex he can handle now. Bubba's reputation, you know. Chuckled. Shut up. Let's catch up on those 12 years. 8 years, you insatiable woman. Next evening, Lisa and I, comfortable silence. 15th anniversary, John. Big plans. Deep breath. Peace. Finally. Nothing special, Lisa. Absolutely nothing.